It's about time, it's about time. Hello and welcome to this week's vlog, and it's an exciting one this week because at last, people, I have a cover to show you. Woo! Very, very excited about it. So are you ready? Are you ready for the cover of It Started With a Kiss? I know you've been waiting for months and months and months because I've been talking about it for so long. So here it is. I'm going to put it on screen now.
Been a long time coming. Oh. Been a long time coming.
So what do you reckon? I'm quite chuffed with it. I think it's going to look amazing on the shelves at Christmas. I love the kind of hot pink colour, and all the little stars that you see on there, they're all going to be sparkly stars, and there's going to be bits in spot UV, which means that it goes really kind of glossy and sparkly. So I think it's definitely moved the covers on, which is kind of what the designers were trying to do, but I'm really, really chuffed with it, and I hope that you like it as well. And also, for the first time, the blurb on the back of the cover, I've written, which is unusual really, because I mean, I've always had a bit of a say in what goes on there, but generally it's not me that gets the final say, but this time it's actually my words on the back, so I'm quite excited about that as well. So I hope you like it. And where am I at with the book? Well, officially I've finished everything. I've done all the stuff for the back of the book. Thanks so much for all your great suggestions. We've got some of the suggestions on there. Some of the things that didn't make it into the back of the book are going to be on my website, because I'm going to have book extras on my website, which will have things like deleted scenes and interviews with the cast, and sort of my dream cast that I mentioned before on the blog. I'll put a link to it on this blog in case you missed it. So you can see the kind of people that I'd like to play if it was ever made into a film. And also there's a song that Romilly, who's the lead character, writes in chapter 8, and you're going to get to hear it on my website. And I'd like to say it's a first. I think Jodie Picoult's got there before me, but I wrote a song specifically at the same time as I wrote the book, so you can hear exactly what she did, because it was quite nice to sort of take my characters on a bit of a journey and get them doing more stuff. So I hope you enjoy that. That's all going to be on the website when the book launches in November. It's not far now, it's actually less than 3 months, which is really scary. It's on pre-order on all the main sites, so you can go and have a look at that, and the cover image will be up on the main site soon as well, so you'll see that. It looks a bit lonely without a cover image at the moment, but that's all going on. So this is the time really in a book where you kind of feel a little bit helpless in a way. I'm sort of celebrating that I've done all my work on it, but then it's kind of that point when it's sort of out of my hands now, and it goes to be printed, and then it's launched, and then it goes into bookshops, and really I don't have any more say in it now. It's kind of all happened, and I don't have kids yet, but I know my friends who have kids say that on their kids' first day at nursery or their first day at school, when they've got to leave them at the gates, there's this kind of thing of like, I've done everything I can, I can't actually help them anymore from this, and it does feel a little bit like that. I'm sure it's nothing near as amazing as it is if you have a kid, but it's the only thing that I've got at the moment that comes close. So that's what it feels like. So it's really exciting, but it's also terrifying. Every year about this time I start to get butterflies when I walk into bookshops or even past bookshops. I have about 6 weeks before my book comes out, when I actually physically can't walk into a bookshop, because I just get massive butterflies when I walk in. And I don't know if every writer's like this, but for me it is, and it's a mixture of being terrified, and then a mixture of being incredibly proud and excited, and because it's a real achievement. It's, you know, 10 or 11 months of my life has gone into making this book good, and I've known from the beginning. I had this idea right when I first signed my first 3-book deal with Avon. I had this idea straight away, and so it's kind of been sat there for about 2 years, and I just always had a really, really good feeling about it, and it's been so great to share all the bits with you as we go along. So the last little bit that I had to do was go through the page proofs, and I'm actually going to show you what the page proofs look like. Okay, so this is what the page proofs look like, and this is really exciting. I'm just scrolling through them so you can see. This is the first time that you actually get to see the book looking like a proper book, and not looking like a Word document, which is pretty much what it's looked like for the past sort of 9 or 10 months. And so I basically had to go through these just to make sure that they're sort of making last minute corrections and things like that. Occasionally things get missed and things get carried over from previous editions and previous edits and things like that. So those are the kinds of things that you're looking for. And actually there were hardly any corrections this time. It was about 1.5 pages of corrections, which compared to my previous books is quite amazing. So there you go, that's the page proofs. So there we go, there's the page proofs, and that's probably one of my favourite times with the book, that and seeing the cover. The next exciting thing is when I actually get the books themselves, and of course I'll have you with me for them when that happens. In the meantime, big exciting exclusive news, I've started writing book 4. Woo! This is partly because I've had the ideas buzzing around for the past year, so I really want to try and get my ideas down, and it's going to be kind of going to have a link to this one, I suppose, in that there is still music involved but not a band. And all I will say is that there is going to be beautiful surroundings and rivalry and comedy and maybe the odd jazz hand, and that's all I'm saying. But I started writing it. I wrote the first chapter this week, and it's brilliant. We're still working on it. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite quick enough to make the back of the book, but I'm hoping to sort of show you things as we go along. And if you would like to sort of keep up to date with where I'm at in terms of my writing, if you'd like to get freebies and things like that, then sign up for my newsletter. You'll find the sign up on the top right. Where would that be? There, of my blog. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna look like a right idiot. But anyway, so yeah, there's a little sign up form. It's totally free. We only get one a month, and all my subscribers get things like free short stories and extracts of the book and competitions and all kinds of stuff like that. So make sure you sign up for that, because that's going to be the place where when I can eventually share the first chapter with you, I will do, and that's something I'd like to do as soon as I can really, but I'll let you know when I can do that. So what's coming up? Well, carrying on writing the next book. I'm planning lots of great stuff, like I said, for the book extras on my website, and then hopefully I will actually get to see printed copies very soon, so we'll keep you posted. Next week, what am I going to talk about next week? I have no idea, but I'll find something interesting. But the best thing to do is for you to tell me what you want to know. What questions have you got? Have you got any questions about the page proofs maybe, or the cover, or anything to do with writing? Just ask me a question, pop a comment in the comment section underneath this vlog, and I'll answer your questions next week. So I'd be interested to know what you want me to talk about. So you tell me what you want to talk about, and hopefully next week I'll have a different hat. You'll notice this one's a repeat, but we'll get on to it. So have a lovely week, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
It's about time, it's about